Hey guys, Molly here and welcome back to my channel. So, when I'm filming this, it says I have not uploaded in 3 months, but you should be getting a writing vlog and a reading vlog before you do see this book haul. So, yeah, and I do have my coffee. It does say happy fall, y'all, but I've been using this cup for like the whole week. All last week. Because this is the first one that's like on the shelf, and I don't want to like push other mugs aside just to get a different one. So we're just gonna use the happy fall, y'all mug, even though it's spring. It's almost summer. Oh my gosh. So the reason why I haven't uploaded that much in like 3 months is because reading slumps. You know how that be? Yeah, because I am in a lot of them. We're gonna have to go through this quickly because I have to go to work at 11:30 and I need to leave here by 10:45ish. 10:40. I don't like to get there at 11:30 because honey, I have to be clocked in and I have to park. So yeah, so we're just going to go through this quickly because I do still have to get ready for work and go. So it's currently 9:48 and sometimes it takes me like 30 minutes to film a video. As I'm explaining this, I'm losing time. So this book haul is going to be combined of my January, February, and March. I was just going to do my March book haul, but I did have 3 books from January, only 1 book from February, and then I have a lot more books from March. And so instead of doing, I would be like, hey guys, I got this book in February. Okay, the video's done. I'm going to be combining these 3 months and everything. So let's just get started. Also, sorry if there is a glare on my glasses. Like always, it's always a green glare. I don't know why. So yeah, the first book that I did get in January was Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is a mystery book that involves, it's set at a boarding school in Vermont. It's a famous private school called Ellingham Academy. It was like a boarding school in the 20th century. The owner of the school, his family got kidnapped and everything. And so it's her Stevie Bell is trying to solve the cold case because they don't know what happened or anything like that. So she's going to set out and go and try to figure out this cold case, and that's her journey and everything. So yeah, I've picked up this book a couple of times from the library, but I never did finish it because I lost interest or I wanted to read other books. But I do finally own my own separate copy, so I'm very excited to read this one day. And actually I got to like page 20 probably in the book. So actually very excited to finish it and see what happens. I've not yet been spoiled for the book or anything like that, so thank the Lord. But I've been spoiled for some books, so I'm like, ugh. But I still want to read them anyways. But yeah, so this is the first book I got in January. And the next book I did get in January is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. She is the author duo of Zenith with Sasha Alsberg. She wrote her own separate book before she even wrote Zenith, and she has like different like other ones instead of Zenith and everything. But this book is all about, it says, welcome to the murder complex. You cannot see us, you cannot feel us, but we are here and we control your every move. It's all about this girl Meadow, and I don't know too much about this book. I cannot remember the synopsis or anything like that. But it's just, he's programmed to kill, she's trained to survive. So someone I think is trying to kill her and everything, and it's this corrupt government, and that's all I know. So yeah. And the next book I did get in January is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. So I did read this book, I think in 2018 or 2017, one of those years. And I got it from the library when I did read it. And I finally do own my own copy because I liked it really a lot, and I would love to reread it one day and everything. So I did get my own copy. I ordered it from Amazon back in January, and I did get it. So yeah, so it's all about this girl, Eleanor, and this guy, Park. And it's set in the 80s, and there is this cassette tape, and they listen to it. And it's like this is just a romance. He knows she'll love a song before he plays it for her. So basically, I think they meet on the bus, and they fall in love, and they like listen to songs and everything. But I did really love it. It's a really good read, so I do recommend picking it up if you do like some like 80s romance and everything. So yeah. And the next book I did get, but this is actually in February. So the book that I got in February was Live by Sadie Robertson. This is a Christian book. So it's all about her telling you how to live and how to have the best relationship with God and everything. I've yet to read it. It's through inspirational stories and photography. Sadie embraces the adventures of life and walks side by side with readers on the following topics: how to replace temporary highs with the promises of God, how to dream big and follow your passion, how to celebrate every moment of your life, how to live in the moment, and how to keep going until your story gets good. So it's all about, it's like a Christian self-help book. So it's by the famous Sadie Robertson. If you watch Duck Dynasty, that's her. That's the daughter of the guy. I've never watched the show, but I've seen her preach one time, and she was really good. And she has I think she's pregnant too. But yeah, so she's really cool, and I can't wait to read her book and everything. So yeah. And now these books are the books that I did get in March. So the first book I did get in March was Just Right by James Scott Bell. So this book is a writing book. It's a writing self-help book. So not self-help, but it's like it's a non-fiction book all about writing and just how to write and how to get better. And if you're a first time or a long-time writer, this book is for you to help you with your writing and everything. So I did get this book because I was writing, I'm still writing, and everything, and I was like, you know what, I wanted to read, but I didn't really want to read anything fiction at the time. So I was getting into writing, so I did get this book in March and everything. So yeah. And the next book I did get in March is Restore Me by Tahara Mafi. This is the fourth-ish book in the Shatter Me series. I can't really give too much about this book because it will spoil Shatter Me and the end of Ignite Me. So I can't really talk about this much. But I am finally going to be picking up this book one day. I don't know when, but I do really want to continue on in the series. Tahara Mafi did only originally write 3 books, and then she continued on the series a couple years ago. A few years ago, she started writing these 3 books. Restore Me, I honestly don't know the other 2. There is another novella and everything, but yeah, I'm not going to give too much away about this book because I don't want to spoil Ignite Me or anything like that. But I did get this book in March. And the next book I did get, this was from Goodwill. I own the first 3 books, and then I own the novella, but I don't own technically the 4th book. I've yet to get it. I've yet to read the 3rd one, but I did get this book at Goodwill. It is a hardcover, and the rest of the other books I do have in paperback, so it doesn't match the series, but I need to get the 4th one. But this is the 6th one. No. I mean the 5th. This is the 5th one. And that is Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the hardback, and this is the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series. I cannot talk about this book because due to spoilers and everything, but just know that I did get this book and everything. And it does not match my other ones because those are paperback and this is hardback, but I would love to get them in hardback, but I think I would have to order them off of Amazon or something. But I've just been picking them up at like Books Million or Barnes & Noble or something like that and everything. But yeah, so I did get Empire Storms on hardback. I need to get Queen of Shadows and everything. So yeah, but very excited to continue in this series. I just need to read Heir of Fire and the Assassin's Blade and then Queen of Shadows, and then I can read Empire Storms. So yeah. And the next book I did get was American Royals by Catherine McGee. This is all about this, North America, the United States of America, has royals. So if George Washington did accept the crown, which, did you know that George Washington was actually offered a crown, but he did deny it because he didn't want to have a monarch. So he did accept the presidency and he got elected and everything. So yeah, so actually George Washington was offered a crown. Oh, it's the House of Washington. That's literally, okay, that's what I thought it was, that George Washington actually did accept the crown. And everything. So it's the House of Washington, still sits on the throne. It's called, it's about Princess Beatrice. She gets chosen to become America's first Queen Regent. The duty she embraces her entire life suddenly feels stifling. Nobody cares about this bear except when she's breaking the rules. So Princess Samantha doesn't care much about anything either. Except the one boy who is off limits. Then there's Samantha's twin, Prince Jefferson. If he'd been born a generation earlier, he would have stood first in line for the throne. But the new laws of succession make him third. Most of America adores their handsome prince, but 2 different girls are vying to capture his heart. So it's all about Prince Jefferson and Princess Samantha and Princess Beatrice and their life as the American royals in the House of Washington and everything. So yeah, so this is, she's the author of The 1000th Floor, so I have read her before, so I'm very excited to pick up this one and everything's there. So this is the second to last book that I did get in March, and that is The Dazzling Heist by Catherine McGee, also the author of American Royals, as I just said. This is the second book in the Dazzling, sorry if it's very bright. This is the second book in the 1000th Floor trilogy. I think there's going to be only 3 books. It does include bonus content. Didn't know that. I didn't think of it when I saw it. But this, the 1000th Floor, is all about this. There's 1,000 floors. I think it's in New York City, and different classes, like everyone lives in that tower, and each floor is based off the class. Like, you know, you have lower class, middle class, and high class. So first class, second class, and third class. Like, third class is the lowest, second is middle class, and then first class is the high class. So it's all about this girl Letta and all these other people as well. I think it's based off the same, yeah, I think it should be based off the same. It's in New York City, 2118. So yeah, that's the year it's based off of in. But yeah, so it's all about their journey while living in, there's different people in the book. It's all about their journey in living in the thousands of floors in this tower. it's just their journey and their lives, and they make friends of people in all like different floors and everything. So yeah, very excited to pick up this one day. I really want to continue the series because I love the 1000th Floor. I was like, I need more, and I finally picked up the second book. So yeah, so I'm very excited to read this one day. So the last and final book that I did get in March was a book of the month book. So I do have book of the month now. So yeah, no, I'm not sponsored by but I did order a book during March and everything. I can't exactly remember what books were which on this March one, on the March book. But the book that I did pick was the final revival of Opal and Nev by Donnie Walton. It is a 70s, I think it's 70s or 60s. Opal is a fiercely independent young woman pushing against the grain in her style and attitude, a black punk artist before her time. Coming of age in Detroit, she can't imagine settling for a comfortable job. Despite her unconventional looks, Opal believes she can be a star. So when British singer/songwriter Neville Charles discovers her at a bar's amateur night, she takes him up on his offer to make rock star music together for the fledgling Revivalington Records. In early 70s New York City, just as she's finding her niche as part of the flamboyant and funky creative scene, a rival band signed to her label brandishes a Confederate flag at a promotional concert. Opal's bold protests and violence that ensues set off a chain of events that will not only change the lives of those she loves, but also be a deadly reminder that repercussions are always harsher for women, especially black women, who dare to speak their truth. Decades later, as Opal considers a 2016 reunion with Nev, music journalist S. Sonny Shelton seizes the chance to cultivate as oral history about her idols. Sonny thought she knew most of the stories leading up to the cult's duo, most politicized chapter, but as her interviews dig deeper, a nasty new allegation from an unexpected source threatens to blow up everything. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that's what this book is about. It's set in the 70s, and then it's set in the 2016 when she does her revival stuff. So she comes back to the light, you know, to the spotlight. So yeah, but this is the final book that I did get in March. So that is it for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this book haul, make sure you give yourself a big thumbs up. I can't talk today. Comment down below. No, just kidding. Subscribe down below if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would be amazing if you did, to see more content by me. And also comment down below, what books did you get in January, February, and March? I would love to know. So yeah, that is it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!